Hello, my name is Vianney Rangel, and today I will be presenting Mathematician, uh, Dame Mary Lucy Cartwright, and talk about her life, education, contributions to mathematics, legacy, awards, and interesting facts about her. Dame Mary Lucy Cartwright was a British mathematician that is today recognized as one of the pioneers of chaos theory along with John E. Littlewood, a colleague she closely worked with. She was born in Aynhoe, England on December 17, 1900, and she lived to the age of 97 years old and died in Cambridge on April 3, 1998. And then here to the right is just a picture of Mary Cartwright. Some of her early life was that Mary Cartwright was homeschooled until she turned 11 years old. Whenever she was 11 years old, she decided she went to Leamington High School and a few other schools for a couple of years. Her father was Reverend William Cartwright, who was a priest, and her mother was Lucy Cartwright. She had two older brothers who were killed during World War I, and then she also had a sister and then a younger brother. And Mary lived in Aynhoe with her father until he passed away when she was 26 years old. After she went to other schools for a couple years, in 1919, after she passed her college entrance exams, she decided to go to St. Hugh's College in Oxford University to study mathematics, and she was one of only 5 women studying mathematics at the time, which I believe by the time she graduated, she was the only one left because the others either changed their major or they dropped out. Which she herself also at one point in 1921 also seriously considered changing degrees, but then she ended up staying and finishing her mathematics degree until she graduated in 1923 with a first-class degree in her final honors, which I believe is the equivalent to having a 4.0 GPA here in the US. After she graduated, she went and taught for 4 years in Worcester and Buckinghamshire, and then after those 4 years of teaching, she decided that she wanted to continue studying mathematics and do research, so she went back to Oxford to get her PhD and was advised by G.H. Hardy, which was also a famous mathematician of the time. And then she also had already knew him because she had attended his evening classes when she was an undergrad student. And then in 1930, she passed her thesis, which was called The Zeros of Integral Functions of Special Types, that she later went on to publish. And then she passed it, and then she got her graduated with her doctorate degree. So after Mary graduated with her PhD, she got a research fellowship at Girton College, which was called the Yarrow Research Fellowship. And then she went to Girton College, which is one of the colleges that's part of Cambridge University. And for a couple years, she continued working on the same topic she did for her thesis, which was theory of functions. And then she also studied other topics such as maximum and minimum moduli. She was also the director. She then became the director of studies for mathematics at Girton College from 1936 through 1949. And then after that, she was the mistress of Girton College from 1949 until 1968, when basically until she retired. And basically, what the mistress of Girton College is, it's basically a title that they just called, but it's basically the equivalent to being like the president of a college/university. And then during her career, she only really had a few research students, mainly because she was so busy teaching, and then also with the administrative position that she didn't have that much time. And then after she retired in 1968, she still continued teaching, but she was just went to various universities throughout the U.S. and then also the United Kingdom as a visiting professor, and did that for a couple years. Some of her major contributions to the field of mathematics is that she is known as the pioneer for chaos theory. Um, She began working on this in 1938 whenever the British Department of Scientific and Industrial Research's Radio Research Board asked the London Mathematical Society, which she was a part of, to help with problems using their secret radar technology. And so in 1938, this was right before World War II started, but she worked alongside Littlewood, and they both collaborated together for a while and started working on nonlinear differential equations. Specifically, they looked at the van der Pol equations, which are the two of the equations they used are on there below. And then basically these equations were first introduced to describe the oscillation of radio waves. And then they ended up getting really good results for the stability and periodicity and the solutions to these equations, which helped form the basis for today's theory on dynamical systems. And today their work is also considered an example of the butterfly effect. Okay, so here's just a little image that explains what the butterfly effect is, which basically is that a very small change in initial state of a dynamical system can make significant changes to the state at some later time. And basically the saying that they got was basically that a small change like a butterfly flapping its wings will cause a tornado in another part of the world. And that's basically what this is an example. This describes what chaos is. Okay, so throughout her life, Mary Cartwright received many awards. One of which she was the first woman for a lot of things, and she really helped break through these barriers and open the path for other women. And she also helped inspire future women and influence them to join the field of mathematics. Some of the things that she was the first woman was she was first woman to be elected as a fellow of the Royal Society, which was in 1947. She also served on the council for that from 1955 to 1957. And then later in 1964, she received the Sylvester Medal, which is the little coin shown on there, which she received in 1964. She was also the first woman to become president of the London Mathematical Society, which was and she was president from 1961 through 1963, which she then received the De Morgan Medal in 1968, which that's the most prestigious award that you can get in the London Mathematical Society. And then she was also the first woman to become president of the Mathematical Association, and she was president in 1951. And then the Royal Society is one of the places that we will be going to visit when we go to London, which I think is pretty cool. That we'll get to see one of the things that she was part of. And then here's just a book showing for the London Mathematical Society, which it shows the 27 original members, which one of them includes Dame Mary Cartwright, G.H. Hardy, Henri Poincaré, Albert Einstein, and then there below you can also see the medal, the De Morgan medal that she got from the society. And then one of the cool things that I also thought was really interesting was that in 1969, Queen Elizabeth II gave her an honorary distinction of becoming Dame Mary Cartwright, commander of the British Empire, for her contributions to mathematics. And then she did most of her major contributions were with Littlewood, which were laying the groundwork for today's modern chaos theory and studying chaos in dynamical systems, which I think is pretty impressive. And I was interested in choosing her because in the spring semester, I took a class over dynamical systems. Thank you.